Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. This is a first and introductory video about Wallchain to introduce you to the project. For context's sake, you are familiar with Kaito AI by now, and it's relevant within the Web3 space. Basically, it connects people socially to contribute mind share to different projects in Web3, tracks this mind share, and then integrates with these projects to distribute rewards. That's just like a superficially summary of what Kaito is, but it's an evolutionary project, has a vision to institute and sustain the niche of InfoFi. It's becoming a very important project across Web3, powered by AI as well. If you have not joined yet and started using Kaito, you can. Your invite link will be in the description. There's also a rewards page where you receive rewards from independent projects by yapping about these projects. Now, speaking of this, you can then have a grasping of what Wallchain is. It has its own unique narrative, also powered by AI, but let's see what it is about, and if there is any relationship with Kaito AI. So I'm just getting started here, by the way. I have 3 invites. I will be adding a link in the description for those interested in an invite to indicate interest. You simply leave a comment on the tweet indicating your interest. There's reason for that because I did try to invite, a user already on X. He has a large number of followers, but could not because he had a score that is low after Wallchain processed his account, meaning that he's not able to start using Wallchain until he raises the valuation of his Twitter. Let's put it like that. That's according to Wallchain. So you'll simply leave a comment on the tweet. I'll see if I can invite, and where possible, invites. Invites are scarce, by the way. So that brings us to a very quick difference between Kaito and Wallchain. Kaito has become more established. It did start in a similar fashion, by the way. Many users could not join on the basis of their X account before it became more prominent and opened to the general public. Wallchain being in its very early stages, I believe, that's the reasoning for why certain users cannot join at the moment. In the near future, it's bound to be more, open to the public. Let's leave it at that. Now, when you get started with joining here, assuming I'm able to invite you, you get a bonus amount of quacks. This will automatically give you a stance on the leaderboard. The leaderboard showcases 100 quackers. We'll try to identify why they are ranked, and how you can get ranked at all. I'm ranked, by the way, but this was a welcome ranking. After connecting my wallet, this ranking was given to me based on history of my wallet. Along with that were bonus quacks. Okay, so the AI powering Wallchain calculated, ran through my account, the history of my posts, in specifically 141 posts in the last 30 days, and then gave me a score that gave me these bonus quacks. So for some of you, you already have some quacks waiting for you. Of course, the amount of quacks earned, looking here, impacts your ranking. Okay, so let's quickly look at the facts. Now, speaking of ranking, this is not a high rank, by the way, 37. And it's accumulate this alone doesn't determine your overall ranking, because you will see here the topmost person, even though has an X rank of 201, compared to this top 2, which has way more X rank, which is higher in X rank. yet not on number one spot. So it's a cumulative of, Quack earned, I think referrals have an impact. Then your X rank, that is likely to be a determinant factor when it comes to your overall rank. Not to speculate, let's look at the facts. We want to see what you are required to do to improve the valuation of your account, and how Wallchain perceives accounts. The algorithms, parameters that guard that perception. So what is Wallchain Quacks? It's a system that rewards influential people for valuable, insightful, and engaging content. The more useful and engaging you create, or the content you create, the more quacks you receive. Okay, so at this stage, you may have Kaito AI in mind. It's not very possible to be dominant on Kaito for many. There have been struggles on what exact, clarity on what to do to earn yaps, to be ranked on the leaderboard for mindshare. There's competition overall. There are so many users, so that may bring, for some, they will be interested in Wallchain and what it has to offer in that realm. How is it possible to earn quacks even though I'm not a popular account, for example? In fact, the account I tried to invite is a popular account, yet had a low score and could not be invited. That is insightful in itself, tells you that even, at the outset of our exploration of Wallchain, that the size of your, or the populace of your followership may not be the dominant factor in the value of your account. Let's proceed. How do I earn Quack points? So it uses LLM, so telling you it's AI powered. The Wallchain Quacks customized LLM. Now, there's also highlight that this LLM is customized or proprietary. Evaluates your content every day. If your content is deemed valuable, insightful, and engaging, you will earn quacks. Your earnings are updated once per day. So you don't have to be, project based in your coverage. With Kaito, for example, many people target only the projects featured on Kaito AI. Now that improves the value proposition for Wallchain, and it's likely on that basis that I got my initial score. So it analyzed 141 posts of mine in the last 40 days. Covering every project. So my expressivity, my coverage of Web3 in this case is not limited to a few projects, and then scores you on that basis. So that's another quick contrast between Wallchain and Kaito. You are free to cover Web3. There is also no mention of Web3 specifically. I'm not sure if any content would work. I would assume Web3, but there is no specific mention of Web3 here. Okay, so what is XRank? XRank is a crypto Twitter influencing ranking system. So now this extends the context of the previous point, telling us that it's likely Web3 based content. Ranges from 0 to 1,000. So yes, the ranking, the topmost rank is 1,000. If you look here, it breaks that down. Okay, so the quality of your followers determines these rankings. Okay, so that's where you have, tangible followers that impacts your ranking. Their level of influence and the extent to which they engage with you through comments and retweets. So where people, tangible accounts on X follow you and engage with your tweet actively, it impacts your X rank. Okay, so how long does it take for quacks to appear? We've seen that already, 24 hours. What makes Wallchain quacks different? We're not here to be different just for the sake of it, building for utility, not differentiation. Our focus is on delivering real value, the most efficient solution for influential people to maximize and capitalize their influence. As a result, we can highlight the key details that set the product apart. Focus on organic content without changes to people posting style. So that has been established, even at this stage. They want you to be as expressive as you can be and continue on doing so. Eliminate farming, gaming the system, bots, spam, and automation. Humans read, humans write. So telling you that even engagement through the comments will be factored into your quacks earning. Anyway, altogether, your aim shouldn't be to be earning quack. It should be to be realistic in your personal evolution through content and in being able to use your content to incite evolution in others. So take into account long-term project loyalty and consistency. Someone who has been bullish on a project for a year gets rewarded more for consistently posting about it. Okay, you get that. Take into account on-chain footprint. If you have higher volume on a protocol, your opinion carries more weight. Now, there's no wallet connection, so I don't know yet how they will pull this off. Maybe it's something of the future whereby you're able to connect your wallet and all that. Community leaders, e.g. Solana Tech, AI agents, memes, GameFi. So these are some of the niches you can cover. Cole, Cabal, self-engagement protection, more rewarding for early adopters. Okay, so at this stage, if you're able to join, you're an early adopter. What sets us apart as a company? Utility focused, remarkable project partners with great growth potential, memberships from Alliance DAO and Orange DAO, team in AI since 2015, PhD in ML, machine learning, based on community CT measuring tool with 3K DAO X rank. What about spam? Why are my quacks so low? Your content has not been meaningful, unique, or engaging enough. Keep experimenting and ask for feedback from fellow quackers. Do you recognize only English? No, they are tracking 28 languages. Ranking algorithm, we'll come to that in another video. This is an introductory video to incite you to get started with Wallchain. Now, it has potential of being big, it has its own path, and so much it can accomplish when it comes to its evolution. It can, of course, integrate with different projects where these projects distribute rewards on the basis of, the mind share that Wallchain is able to capture. The information from here can train existing AI models, making them revolutionary. Basically, you're connecting social activity and using the analytics from that to power AI, making it more humanistic, more productive and stuff like that. And in this case, especially Web3 AI. Let's leave it at that. Interesting platform. Now for invites, like I said, there will be a tweet in the description. Go ahead and leave a comment indicating your interest. I'll look at your account in my way of inviting you. I just have 3 invites, so telling you invites are scarce. Now, you see this user, for example, has maybe up to 100,000 followers, yet has low score, so not able to join. This user not able to join either, so I would have to check, to see if it's possible to invite you. I have only 3 invites. We'll maximize that. So just leave your comment in the description and let's see. To conclude this video, visit airdropc.com and submit your email. Now, by description, I mean on Twitter, so there will be a tweet. Okay, so submit your email here. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop opportunities. Each of the featured airdrop opportunity will come with its own publication tutorial. I'd likely add Wallchain here. Not that an airdrop is established, but it may have that prospect. So it will be here. When the 100 airdrops are ready, I'll be sending out an email to subscribers containing these airdrops. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome. Take action.